Hello, welcome back to my channel. Here is the introduction to cloud computing. This is the unit one of our syllabus. This will helpful to you to know more about cloud computing. If you know this, you will understand other topics thoroughly. A cloud computing definition. Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services like servers, storage, databases, networking, software, and analytics over the internet. We can utilize resources through the cloud computing service providers like Azure, AWS, and uh, and also Google Cloud Platform. It will offer a faster innovation and flexible resources. It allows users to access and store data remotely. That means that you can access your required resources from anywhere through data centers, reducing the need for local infrastructure. This is the overall definition of the cloud computing. Here we can see why cloud computing. Why should we go for cloud computing? Here are some of the problems. These problems will be solved by using cloud computing services. Scenario one, I need to grow my infrastructure, but I do not know for how long. I cannot invest in infrastructure, but I just started my business. I want to focus on application logic and not maintenance and scalability issues. I want to access and edit documents and photos from everywhere because we can use remotely all cloud computing resources. I have a lot of infrastructure that I want to rent. I have a surplus of infrastructure that I want to make use of. I have infrastructure and middleware, and I can host applications. I have infrastructure and provide application services. These are the scenarios. Why should we go for cloud computing? How it is useful? Here is the simple introduction of the cloud computing in simple words. It refers to the technologies and services that delivers resources like storage and software over the internet. The term cloud was originally used in the telecom industry to describe network systems. Here is the easy three criteria. It will explain you why we should go for cloud computing, how it is useful in the sense of cost efficiency. According to Easy, we can define three criteria to discriminate whether a service is delivered in the cloud computing style. Zero capital expenditure is necessary to get started. We no need to invest on the capital because all services are provided through the cloud computing service providers like the AWS, Azure, and GCP, that is the Google Cloud Platform. And we only pay as you use. You pay only for what you use as you use it. And another point, the service is accessible via a web browser or web services API. Only access the services provided by the cloud computing providers through web browsers only. Here are some of the advantages of cloud computing. The first one is the cost savings for big companies. If we take the New York Times, they uses the cloud for big tasks. Large companies can save money and simplify their work by using cloud systems. And next one, start. Without infrastructure management, small businesses can be started based on the cloud computing because they no need to invest on the infrastructure. They only focus on the business logic or application logic. Startups can bring their ideas to life quickly without spending a lot upfront, just like Animator did for making videos. That's one of the case study and focus on. Easier for developers because, as I said before, they no need to secure their infrastructure. They should only secure the information in the cloud, not off the cloud. Developers can focus on creating useful features without worrying about managing complex systems as shown by the little puffy toys with the bike rental widget. And another one is the access. We can access remotely. all cloud computing resources will be accessible. People can open their files from any device anywhere, just like we are using Google Drive. We are opening our files, we are sharing from anywhere to somewhere, right? In the cloud computing, we have basically three types of deployment models. The first one is the public, and second one is private. Third one is the hybrid cloud. Public cloud is established by third-party developers, which are available to the wide public. When it comes to the cloud is implemented within the private premises of an institution and generally made accessible to the members of the institution or a subset of them. Which means that the people who are having the credentials, they only can use the private cloud. But public cloud is not like that. Anybody can access it. Hybrid cloud. It is the combination of both public and private clouds. It have both infrastructures. The most secure and confidential information will be deployed in the private cloud, whereas the general information which didn't require any security, it can be deployed in the public cloud, created to serve the organization's needs. According to the organization requirement, they can divide the data and they can deploy in public or private clouds. It mostly identifies a private cloud that has been augmented with services hosted in the public cloud. This is the uh, basic outline of the hybrid cloud. Here are the differences between public, private, and hybrid cloud. Public cloud shares services offered by third-party providers, whereas a private cloud dedicated infrastructure for one organization. Hybrid cloud combination of public and private cloud environments. When it comes to the ownership, managed public cloud managed by a cloud service provider, whereas private cloud owned by the organization or managed privately. Hybrid cloud shared between the organization and also cloud providers. Most of the companies focus on the cost efficiency and security. Here is the cost. Public cloud is cost effective, pay as you go model. But our private cloud, high cost due to exclusive resources. Hybrid cloud, it is a combination of both public and private, right? So it is moderate, optimized based on its security. Public cloud is moderate security, suitable for non-sensitive data. And the private cloud, high security, ideal for sensitive and regulated data. Whereas the hybrid cloud, moderate security or balanced security, sensitive data on private cloud, others on public cloud. It's only depends on your deployment of the information. Scalability, high scalable but shared resources in the public cloud. Private cloud, limited scalability within own resources. Hybrid cloud, flexible scalability with both public and private options. According to our requirement, we can scale it. Or we should deploy in the public or private. Examples of the public cloud are the AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure. Whereas public cloud, VMware, OpenStack, IBM Private Cloud. Hybrid cloud examples are Microsoft Azure Hybrid and AWS Outpost. Use cases of the public cloud are website hosting, app deployment testing, and private cloud, banking, healthcare, confidential data storage. Hybrid cloud, organizations needing flexibility in workloads and data handling. This is the overall differences between the public, private, and hybrid cloud. This is so important for any cloud computing examination because these are the building blocks of the cloud computing. Here is the little picturization of the public cloud, private, and hybrid clouds. And the next one is cloud computing reference model. As a cloud computing deploy models, as cloud computing deploy models, cloud computing reference models are so important to understand how we can host or build an application by utilizing the resources from the cloud service providers. Here is the IaaS. IaaS is nothing but the infrastructure as a service, as I said before. And the definition of this is provides virtualized computing resources such as the servers, storage, and networking over the internet. Basically, infrastructure is nothing but the computing resources, server, storage, and networking, which are basically essential for managing any application. That's the bottom layer of any app development or anything. Key features offers on-demand access to virtual machines, storage, and networks, allows users to manage the operating system and application. Examples of this IaaS is AWS EC2. EC2 is nothing but the Elastic Compute Cloud. Microsoft Azure Virtual Machines, Google Compute Engine. Here are the use cases. Hosting websites, running custom applications, and storage solutions are some of the use cases of infrastructure as a service. Oh, in the bottom layer, we will see the IaaS, then PaaS, then the upper layer is SaaS. IaaS is nothing but the infrastructure as a service, and PaaS is nothing but the platform as a service. And the top layer, we no need to manage both platform and infrastructure. We will go for the software as a service. That is the direct deployment and management of any application or hosting. Here is the platform as a service. PaaS definition provides a platform that enables developers to build, deploy, and manage applications without dealing with infrastructure management. We no need to manage storage, servers, and any computing resources or networks. We should only focus on the deployment and building and management. So we no need to think about how many instances we want, how many servers we want, like that. Here are the features. Includes deployment tools, databases, middleware, and other services. It directly focuses on development tools, databases, middleware, etc. Not on the uh, infrastructure like the storage and the network, etc. Users focus on coding and application deployment while the provider manages the underlying infrastructure. As a platform provider, they will think about infrastructure, they will manage infrastructure also. We no need to think about it. Here are some of the examples AWS Elastic Beanstalk, Google App Engine, Microsoft Azure App Service. Here are some of the use cases application development, testing, and deployment. SaaS, that is software as a service. It directly delivers fully functional software applications over the internet on subscription basis. Based on subscription, it will helpful to deliver the functional software applications through internet. Key features are ready to use applications fully managed by the service providers. We can say Gmail, Microsoft 365, Dropbox, and Salesforce are some of the examples of the software as a service. Users access the software through a web browser or mobile application. We no need to manage each and everything as we managed in the infrastructure and platform. We directly utilize what we want from a application. Like in the Gmail, we directly go and write the data. We no need to set up other users' email. Like we shouldn't create their username, their user email, etc. We directly enter their email and we write some of the information in that mail and we will send it. That's it. We no need to manage extra things other than sending. Microsoft 365, we directly utilize. We don't uh, create a different font other than using already existed. Already things will be existed. We use just the things that we want from the existed ones. Dropbox. Through Dropbox, we select the files or things that we want to share. Use case. Email services, productivity tools, customer relationship management, and collaboration software. These are the examples of the SaaS. The basic characteristics of the cloud computing is nothing but uh, interestingly, that bring benefits to both cloud service consumers and also cloud service providers. There are no upfront commitments, no demand access. No upfront commitments means we no need to pay before using your resources. We just pay what we used. Pay for what we use. That's it. On demand access. As your requirement, you will access. There will be there. Simplified application acceleration and scalability. According to the requirement, they will scale in, scale on, scale up, scale down by using the auto scaling groups or some of the cloud service providers. Efficient resource allocation and energy efficiency and seamless creation and the use of third party services. No wastage of energy will be done because pay as you go pricing, no upfront. This will helpful in that situations. Resource allocation is done according to the requirement. As you need these many servers, you just provision that many servers from the cloud computing service providers. That's it. These are the basic characteristics of the cloud computing. It don't make loss of any cloud service consumer or the provider. Here are the benefits. Increased economical return because we no need to put your investment on the capital. We just go for the operational cost only. Increased agility. Users can more dynamically or flexibly compose the software systems. As I said before, by scaling, we can require the resources as you need. Availability of data. We can access information from anywhere to everywhere. Multi-tenancy. Anybody can access at same time. Allows for better utilization of the shared infrastructure. In a organization, there will be so many positions of roles. They utilize the same type of computing resources from the same service providers. Flexibility. Service orientation and on-demand access create new opportunities for composing system and applications with the flexibility and in no time. These are the some of the benefits of cloud computing. Thank you.